All right, are you ready? Welcome to today's video. My name is Brian. What we're going to talk about today is why 99% of new Amazon sellers won't make it, what holds them back, what causes them to give up, and ultimately think that they can't succeed selling on Amazon and being an Amazon seller. So in this video, I'm going to take a dive into tips and strategies for new Amazon sellers, tips and strategies you may already know, and tips and strategies that maybe you're hearing for the first time from me today. So stay tuned. I'm going to jump into my computer and we'll get going. All right, here we are in my computer. I put together a little slide presentation using Google Slides to go over the most important tips and strategies for selling successfully on Amazon, and what to not do and what to do, what to focus on, what not to focus on when you're first getting started selling on Amazon, what I've learned launching 3 products, and what I want to share with you guys today. So this first slide is going to go over is take action. So this is not a get rich quick scheme. This is selling on Amazon is a business. You're going to want to go all in on your idea or your first product. Don't give up before even trying. Take action, launch that first product and learn from it and gather data on what works. Don't let family members or friends talk you out of starting. If you want to be an entrepreneur, go all in. This was what I needed to do. I didn't let anyone hold me back. I just went for it. And this is what you have to get in your head and start doing right away. The second most important tip I want to share with you today is outsourcing. I saw some comments in a Amazon Facebook group I belong to, where this woman or man outsourced his product research and his PPC campaigns through Jungle Scout freelancers. I think this is such a bad idea, and the reason is you don't want to be trusting other experts to do your product research and your listing optimization. You need to learn this stuff. You need to learn. This is really important. Plus, those people that you pay to do your product research for you are recycling the products they find and knowing that you're not going to find out and giving it to 3, 4, 5, 10 people the same product idea. And that's why the market becomes saturated, or your niche becomes saturated even before you get your products into the Amazon warehouse. So not learning and understanding all the ins and outs of being an Amazon seller and doing private labeling. That is my first tip. The second tip is trust your instincts on a supplier to work with. On Alibaba.com or using the Jungle Scout supplier database, there's going to be issues with almost every supplier on Alibaba. Trust your gut on one that feels right for you. What's their product quality look like? Did you order a sample? How are the pictures? How is their English? How fast do they respond to your inquiries and messages? Do they seem sketchy? Are they just trying to sell you something? Or do they seem like a trustworthy business manufacturing partners? Not all suppliers are the same. Some are just wanting to get as much business and as much dollars in the door, and they're not really providing any quality or quality products or offering customer supports after the sale. So this is stuff you need to check out. What's their quality control? Do they have it? Say on their website that they offer quality control, like an inspection, or are you going to need to hire a third-party inspection company that can go in and at the end of the manufacturing process and check out all your products to make sure none of them are damaged, that they were put together properly, that there's no malfunctions. The last thing you want to do is to get 500 units or 250 units or 1,000 units into the Amazon warehouse only to realize that 30% of your inventory is damaged or can't be sold. You're going to be really in trouble at that point. So make sure that your manufacturer seems responsible, that they're providing a quality product. If not, if it's the only manufacturer that manufactures a certain type of product, there's not a lot of different manufacturers to choose from. You can go with the one that seems best, but you do need to hire an inspection company to avoid thousands of dollars being lost in refunds. And the fourth tip we're going to go over is restricted and patented products. The worst thing that can happen is investing all your money and buying a bunch of inventory. It gets into the Amazon fulfillment center, and then you get a message from Amazon or another seller saying you are infringing on their right to sell and market that particular product. So to do a patent research, I use Google Patents, or you can hire somebody on Fiverr or Upwork for relatively inexpensive, I think under $50, to do a patent background search. And you'll have to, if you want to do it yourself, go into Google Patents and type in the product you're thinking about selling, and then go through there and see if there's any patents issued, if they're active, have they expired, and make sure you're not selling a patented or restricted product. If you have more questions on that, message me down below the video, and I'll be happy to answer any of your questions. Okay, the fifth one is don't sell trendy and fad products. So is your product or products a trending product or something that's only going to be in for a short time and it's in right now, meaning it's popular for maybe 1 to 6 months and then it's going to be not popular and sales are going to drop? Sometimes this is going to be hard to research into, but trendy and fad products use the Keep a Graph. It's a Chrome extension. It will show you how long the seller has selling that product. If you want to see a relatively sustainable line, the sales rank in a straight line, saying that it's been selling well over the course of a whole year, 2 years, the longer you can look at the period of longer is better. You want to create a sustainable business, one that is trendy not just for a month or two, but popular for several months and years ahead to provide you with that income that we all want. Shiny object syndrome. Don't focus on Facebook ads, messenger bots, sales funnels when you're first getting started. Learn the basics like a profitable PPC campaign, keywords, which keywords for your specific product or your niche are important, and what makes your listing quality good, like pictures and keyword optimization and bullet points and description. Can you do a trademark to get pictures in your description? So all these things, like the basics, you need to learn first before worrying about Facebook ads to try to sell more of your products, messenger bots. And something about Facebook ads, selling on Amazon, I've never used Facebook ads because there's millions and millions and millions of people already going to the Amazon website. So why would you pay additional money for Facebook ads when Amazon already has that sustainable traffic that can is already there that can buy your product? And then second, messenger bots. This is something I haven't got into, but I'm not going to because I'm focused and on the basics. And then the fourth thing, sales like ClickFunnels don't really apply to us Amazon sellers. I mean, I guess they could, but I've never used them. And this is more for selling a product. Not a product, but a service. All right, the next one is reviews. When you first launch your product, 5 to 10 reviews is mandatory. Use friends and family or the early reviewer program through Amazon. Do lightning deals, drop your price in the very beginning, whatever you can do to get those first 5 to 10 reviews before your automatic and manual PPC campaign is crucial. You're not going to have any success with your advertisement campaigns, PPC, if you don't already have those 5 to 10 reviews. Advice is to use friends and family. And then message, or this is another tip, message Amazon's top reviewers in your specific products category. So sometimes if you're looking at a product, you can see down below on your competitors' products, it'll say left a review, verified purchase, and then it will say top reviewer in. And if they're in that category, or even if they're not, message that person and see if you can send them a free product and get a review. That's something I don't think is against terms of service, and that can be really helpful for getting those first 5 to 10 reviews. All right, to improve your product, create a product or brand that will sell. What will make the consumer on Amazon decide to purchase your product over all the other options and your competitor? What is your sales hook? What did you do with your product, your brand, your pictures? There's some of the tips there. Great pictures, create a brand, branding the product, a box. You need to have a box design done. These things that will set you apart and equal more sales, and that's what we're all looking for as Amazon sellers. or this is what not to do. Did you improve the product, or did you just copy and list? So you found a product, you did minimal research, you didn't look into Google Trends, you didn't look into Google patent searches, you didn't do the 999 cart trick, you just found a product, saw that it was selling well with the Jungle Scout Chrome extension, and copied and list. That's what we do not want to do. And then the last thing is to make sure you're always reinvesting the money back into your business. Now, this is something I heard recently, 2.5x as a guideline on how much money it's going to take to launch a new product. What this means to me is if you are going to buy 500 units, and those 500 units, including shipping, DDP, packaging, these are things you have to take into consideration. So let's say you're buying 500 units, shipping, DDP plus packaging is going to cost $1,000 or $1,500. Add an additional $500 for your advertising budget, and maybe an additional $500 for your Amazon fees. Does that make sense? So don't just think you can scrape by the bare minimum. And I know this maybe isn't what you guys want to hear. For those of you struggling to save $1,000 or $1,500, I know how hard that is. It was hard for me in the beginning, but think about this, 2.5x as your initial capital it's going to take to get started launching a specific new product. So if your product costs $1,000 for 500 units, add an additional $500 for Amazon FBA fees and an additional $500 for PPC and advertising costs and even shipping costs. So that's something to think about. These are requirements that you'll have to think about for being successful at competing against established brands with even over established brands that have more than 50 reviews or 100 reviews. So then I just wanted to go over a couple products here. The first product I want to go over is this product I found. It's called a meal prep bag, and this is aimed at the fitness and healthy food category. This is for people that, you know, don't just want a bunch of random Snapware or Tupperware containers laying all over. This kind of organizes them and keeps them neat and clean. It comes with a bag, all these other items. But as you can see, there's a whole bunch of listings here that actually don't look too generic. Like this one's a different color. This one's got a logo on it. This one has different size containers. I mean, these are pretty well thought out and well designed. And so this isn't a product that I would go into just because it looks high quality, like the sellers already selling this product are of high quality, and you can tell because look at the reviews on this one. It's got over 1,700 reviews. That's going to be hard to compete against even if you do improve the product. And then another example is these wooden picture frames. So this is a product that I was looking at, and as you can see, a wooden picture frame, you know, this is going to be hard to set yourself apart because there's so many options and there's only so much you can do with the color of wood, the style of the wood around where you put the picture. And you can tell, this is a good tip here, 30,000 results for wood picture frames. What page do you think you're going to be on when you launch your product with 0 reviews or even 3 or 5 or 10 reviews? You're going to be on page number 7 through, I don't know, 25. So this isn't a product I'd get into just because it's limited on how you can expand and set yourself apart. And then this other one here, I found in Jungle Scout in the web app. Links for those, the Jungle Scout Chrome extension and the Jungle Scout web app down below the video. Also, like the video and subscribe to the channel so I can continue to improve and bring you the best content for new sellers, because I know how hard it is getting started. So I want to go over this drawstring backpacks. This is a product I found in the Jungle Scout web app. The numbers were amazing. Reviews were low, like this one here, 62 reviews, $14.69. It's been selling on Amazon for 400 days. His sales rank here, the lower the sales rank, the better. Actually, this is the price. I can't see the sales rank right now, but this is his price. Has been pretty consistent. Okay, it was doing like $16,000 a month, which is not bad with 60 reviews. It was between 16 and 24,000. But these drawstring bags, if we go back, these drawstring bags are going to be hard to come in and change yourself apart. I mean, maybe you can improve the material, but you're going against brands like Adidas and Speedo. These are trademark brands and patent brands, so you got to be careful. I don't see any way to be successful selling this product, even though the numbers look good. And then the one final product I wanted to go over are these sauce ramekins. And I also found this using the Jungle Scout web app, and the reviews were low. The price was good. You know, we want a price between $20 and $50 selling price on Amazon. But I noticed they're either white ceramic or stainless steel sauce containers, ramekins, or glass ramekins. And this is not something, I mean, unless you do color like this guy, this isn't something that you can be successful selling as well, unless you improve maybe the thickness or the height, or go for a specific category like soy sauce, condiment ramekins, commercial grade. So maybe go for a commercial, what restaurants would use, or sushi places. So that one would be difficult to compete against. And then this is another product I found in the Jungle Scout web app, and this is a set of 6 heavy canvas large tote bags with a zippered closure. You could add a little logo down here. Maybe you want to create a brand. There's a brand currently selling right now called California Innovations. They're on QVC, they're on Amazon, and they've really brought a quality canvas insulated tote to the market, and then added a bunch of different colors and patterns, which would be hard for us new sellers. But what I would do to set myself apart is, you can see here it has a little key tag or a keychain that you could write your name in case it gets lost. Maybe you put a pocket on the outside here, or a mesh cup holder. Maybe you make the handle a little thicker and maybe it stands up by itself. You could talk to your manufacturer and see if that's possible, and then put your logo down here, something related to people who are going to use the save plastic bags, use canvas. Get creative and come up with a cool name. And then last, I found this mesh garden tarp. It's not a sunshade, which are very competitive and only sell well during the hot months, but it's a garden mesh landscaping tarp. And this would also be hard to set yourself apart and enter this market, even though the numbers look good. They're mostly green and black, and those are the ones that are selling well. So I don't know how you could come in and make this product any better. So those are just some options here. If you do want one example of a product that you could improve on, and what I would do, are you may have seen these charcoal bags, bamboo charcoal air purifying bags. And when you pull up the Jungle Scout Chrome extension and look at the numbers that they're doing per month, per day, they're selling really well. But the problem is they've already been innovated really well. I mean, me as a consumer looking at these products, it'd be hard for me to come up with any better ideas. These are shaped like little triangles, like little pyramids. This looks like a quality product with quality material, good labels, good pictures. So this is something I would stay away from, because it also looks too competitive. But believe me, there are plenty of products out there that you can enter a new market, a new niche, and be successful just by being a little innovative, a little creative, thinking about what the consumer wants. Maybe they want a better fabric. Maybe they want better handles. Maybe you enter your logo, print your logo on your product to set yourself apart, and then release other products related to that product. So there are ways to set yourself apart. So I hope you found this video helpful. I went over a bunch of tips today. I'll continue to add to this list and revisit it. Please leave me a comment down below and subscribe to my channel. And leave me any questions below about problems you're having, or leave a comment. What are you having problems with right now? Maybe you can't decide on a product. Maybe you launched a product and you're not having a successful PPC campaign. So I want to hear where you guys are. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.